Good morning, everybody, and a warm welcome to all the juniors who've come and to join us today to sing for our KS2 Songs of Praise. We're already into May, aren't we? Second week of May, so it's ticking along. So we've just chosen a couple of songs for us to sing today and a few things for us to think about. You know, Mrs. Clues, I like to have a challenge, so a couple of things that we'll talk about. But first of all, we're going to start with Water of Life. And the weather was lovely, wasn't it, at the weekend? Did everybody enjoy the VE Day celebrations? I hope you all had a lovely time having a picnic in your gardens and safely at home with all your family. It was a really special weekend, wasn't it? And we listened to Winston Churchill's speech at 3 o'clock, and then we listened to the Queen at 8 o'clock, which was lovely. So she had a very special message for everybody, didn't she? So I hope you all had a lovely time and you had your Union Jack flags out and had some fun. And also, hopefully, you had a bit of a sing-along too with the VE Day songs. So let's start today with Water of Life, because we have had a little bit of rain today, haven't we? Which is good. It's good for the ground, and the farmers are always happy when it rains. Not too much, but they're happy because it waters all the crops. So let's start with this one. We haven't sung this for a while. Water of Life. Have you heard the raindrops drumming on the rooftops? I'm sure you'll remember it when we start to sing it. Here we go. And I've also got my virtual singers as well today to join in, because the chorus is a little bit higher. So everybody enjoy this one. Water of Life. Here we go. Good. There were 3 verses there, so I'll make sure I share the song words with you, and then you can sing along with the verses as well as the chorus. Well done. Now, I don't know what you've all been busy doing over this time when we've been at home, but we've had a couple of lockdown challenges that we've had here, and our next one you might see from behind me here is a jigsaw. We decided at the weekend that we haven't had a go at a jigsaw yet. So we've started one, and this is, you can see all the pieces here. This is our jigsaw, and it's called Spoilt for Choice, which is 1,000 pieces. But it's a 1,000-piece jigsaw of a cake shop, and you know how much Mrs. Clues loves cakes and baking a cake. So this is the jigsaw that we've got for our challenge for this week, and we've started to put all the pieces together. And I've had a few top tips, because I know, well, quite a few of my family like jigsaws and friends. I know Mrs. Dignam loves a jigsaw. Well, the top tips that we started with was, the first one was to collect all the straight edges in your jigsaw. First of all, find the 4 corners, and then the third tip was to build the sides of your jigsaw. build the size of your jigsaw. So that's what we've done, and we've started to piece it together. So hopefully next week I'll be able to show you a completed jigsaw, or at least show you a photograph of it, and then you can see the jigsaw that we've been busy building. But it's good fun. So we've done that. And the other thing Mrs. Clues has done, I did that last week, I'm going to do some more this week, is write a few letters and get to stamp and post some letters to people I've not seen for quite a long time. But I decided to write some letters. So I'm sure you'll be busy with your challenges. But that's one that that's two we've done, writing letters and building a jigsaw. Okay, now we're going to finish today with Kumbaya. Kumbaya. And I know this is Mrs. Manfredi's favourite song. So I thought we'd sing this, and you have sung it recently, and it sounds, when all the juniors sing it together in the hall, it's wonderful. But for today's sing, we're going to sing the words Kumbaya, and we'll sing someone's crying, Lord, someone's singing, Lord, someone's praying, Lord. But when we get back to school, we'll sing again the version with the Lord's Prayer and put those words in too. So the first is the chorus, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya, and then someone's crying, someone's singing, and someone's praying. Okay, here we go. Lovely from where I was playing and singing, and I hope you enjoyed singing that one too. Now, what we thought we'd show you as the final part of Key Stage 2 Songs of Praise is how far the chickens have got to. So for this, Mrs. Clues is going to put on her coat, because we're not actually just going to go into the snug where they were a couple of weeks ago. We're now going to go outside, and we're going to show you. Do you remember I said about the DT project we had? When everybody was building the outdoor chicken pen. Well, I'm going to show you how it is. So come this way, we shall go for a little walk, and I'll try my best not to switch off the camera. Here's the jigsaw here. Let me show you here. So there we go. Hopefully next week I shall be able to show you it all finished. It's a very relaxing thing to do, doing a jigsaw. It's very relaxing. You can just sit and put a few pieces in, and it works really well. Now we're going to go outside. This is exciting, isn't it? Here we go, and we're going to go outside, and we're going to see how big the chickens are from the last time you saw them. So here we go. Here they are in their pen. I'm going to try my best not to switch this off. So here's the pen. Can everybody see the pen that they built? This is our DT project. And then inside you can see all the chicks in there. Can you see how big they've got? And you see, and they've got a little house to go in and out, which they can go in and out of. And obviously at night time, they stay in there. Can you still see them? Or you're just looking at barbed wire, chicken wire. So that's what happens. So the chickens at night time, before just as it's about to go dark, they come across. Joe and Jessica come and do it, and Laura, and they make sure that all the little chicks are inside the pen and they're safe and sound in there. So there we go. This is our chicken pen now. You see how big they've grown. I hope you were able to see that. Perhaps, and you can see how big they are inside. It's a good job Mrs. Clues isn't a cameraman, isn't it? I don't think I'd do a very good job. But there you go. They've all grown a lot bigger. So that's all for this week. And until we sing again next week, I'm sure we can fit in a few more songs before half term. But until then, stay safe at home and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye for now. Bye.